Thank you very much. Thanks, man.
Well done. Good.
You're the best judge ever. Yeah.
Not the current year.
Tough guy, you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, Guido, for managing all this.
Great tournament.
You get to stand there.
Thanks for helping us stream.
No problem. You're basically giving us lunch to talk at people.
Give us something to do today.
It's all about Jay.
I get to talk. He gets to talk about himself.
Yeah, that's about it.
All I hear on the stream is how he's lost a bunch of games. Bad publicity is still publicity.
Yeah, from what you're hearing, that's all he does. Oh, okay. We should watching now. 92 people. Welcome, internet. That's quite.
We're going to see where this is going.
A lot of people.
Where's my chocolate? I still have a bowl of mozzarella in it.
Probably going to be Copenhagen. But if you put it in Copenhagen, you can't really put more together.
I mean, everything.
Would anyone like some cheese?
Should we throw this with the other mats? Yeah, do it.
Right, that's fine. Okay.
Ollie,
Yes.
I don't know if I can do a ride to the airport.
No, that's fine, man. I was expecting to stay at the bus. So if it was always a favour if you could do. So if not, don't worry. Not
I've asked if I can go and meet them
Oh no, go.
beforehand for dinner,
See family.
but it means I don't think I can stay and watch the whole final.
Well, depending on what time this finishes, because it's like a 10 o'clock flight, I might even just go for a wander around Stockholm for like an hour or whatever.
But like, yeah, if the final lasts like 45 minutes, then I can stay for the whole thing. But if it goes 2 hours,
No, if you need to go, you go, man.
I can't.
I've
Got my grandma just like, when are you coming for fika? Like,
Fika is important.
fika is grandma's important.
God.
And grandma or X-wing.
Can I ask her if she has by your inheritance? With Fika. Fika is the thing now.
Man.
Okay.
Are we starting at now or later on? Okay.
Oh man.
Oh, the stream is on.
No, don't
I
know.
hope not. Otherwise, it's gonna
Yeah.
get me eating chocolate.
Fira is very important. Okay.
It's not fira, it's fika.
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 Oh,
It means
Jesus.
like to have a coffee and a sit down. Okay.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're on. We're up.
We're up.
Yeah.
Is it on?
Yeah.
Can-
listening to us.
Sure is. Yeah. Okay, Paul. Have you got any? No, it's not motorbike weather anymore.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So apparently in the UK we have 38 hyperspace.
What?
The Open and Nationals. So we're going to have 38 hyperspace competitions in the UK.
38 hyperspace competitions.
So that's like regionals, basically.
Okay, I heard something.
How you doing? I just got into top 8.
Oh,
Good man.
Good man.
Keep it going.
Okay, so you see a Wampa because it's Nordics run by Wampas. And they're doing a heck of a job to run this tournament because I think we didn't praise them enough.
Good man.
It's on, so you might throw in some comments now.
Oh, sure. Well, do you want me to pay attention?
Not really, but like say
So,
something random.
So basically, what we're going to do this game is attempt
Yeah.
to not be
Klaus.
biased. So, hey, Klaus. Klaus says hi. Klaus, say hi.
No,
Am I
we're
Klaus?
supposed to say hi to Klaus,
Oh,
who just went.
Klaus wandered off. If people are interested, Klaus, amazing man, is into the top 8
Of Destiny.
of Destiny. He broke the curse of the Swiss, so he topped the Swiss and didn't lose his first cut game. He didn't do a me. So
Yeah, but-
there we go.
What is Destiny? It's like best of 3 in tops? or-
Yeah. Well, it's best of 3 in general.
In general,
Yeah,
okay.
you play best of 3.
Okay.
So because Destiny games are so quick, you can play best of 3. And
Okay.
whoever is on the music, if you guys can hear the music on the table, yeah.
It's good.
We have Pokemon going on. We have everything. It's whoever is DJ gets my vote.
Okay, so there's like some pictures of Wampas going on.
Womp womp womp.
Womp womp womp.
And yeah,
Simon is still jittery, so we didn't get him to comment on his top 4 game.
Simon did not expect to be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Simon he's flown really well today.
Yeah.
And
He
yeah,
won
this-
like 3 close games today because
Yeah.
every one of them was last one of the cut to finish.
Yep.
In
so
each
he
round.
if he lost his first game, so after losing his first game, he has won every single game to be here. So it's been on a knife edge all weekend for him.
Yeah, and basically he was like on the knife edge in the last game as well.
Yeah, it was close.
Okay.
If he made a mistake in the last game, he red line dodged a proximity mine by less than the width of a credit card. So
Yeah. Okay, so
the thing that thank you, man.
Thank you.
The thing that people will want to pay attention to here is that even though it's the same ships on the board, the
it's
lifts are subtly different. The 2 bombers are lower initiative.
and the Punishers are more evened out between each other.
Yeah, so the red line is no longer just a proton torpedo monster. He also has a trajectory simulator and proton bombs, as well as the proton torpedoes. And Death Rain is the full and meaty Death Rain with everything. So he has proton torpedoes, seismic charges, proton bombs, and trajectory simulator. Sorry.
But like judging from the previous game, like dropping the bombers in this matchup to lower initiative, pilot skill, what is it now?
Initiative, yes.
Yeah, doesn't matter much because they will get PS killed as well as the previous bombers.
Exactly.
So-
he has more toys.
And a bit of more of an edge because 2 trajectory simulator proton bombs can do damage.
They can. It will be interesting to see.
Yeah, interesting to see Ollie just making a random art out of chocolate bar.
God's sake. Such a child.
You've met me. You.
Yeah, he needs to relate to the students.
Yeah.
So. Okay, so
So, welcome to
Wampas,
Womp, womp, womp.
Nordics.
welcome to Nordics 2018,
Nationals finals.
hosted by the Stockholm Wampas
Yeah, in Stockholm,
in Stockholm.
in
with your-
Kista.
In Kista.
Yes.
With your commentators Jesper Hills / Winström, Oliver Pocknell,
Yeah.
and Chris. I don't know how to pronounce your last name.
Krzysztof Piszcz.
Piszcz. Christoph Piszcz.
Yeah, you're getting hand of it.
Or Pixel.
but
Or Pix.
yeah, exactly. But we're not the important ones. The important ones will be the ones you don't see.
That's right.
It's in alphabetical order. Andreas Carlson, who just won the top 4 match you've seen 20 minutes ago, and 186th own member.
Simon Tornay.
Simon Tornay.
Yeah. So they needed to win 8 games to get here.
9?
9.
This is the
So
10th?
Yeah,
they,
but
they played 6 yesterday. This will be the 4th that they've played.
Yeah, but
of
they
the
needed
weekend,
to win
of the
8.
second day. No, they needed to win 9. They play 10. They've played 10. This will be their 10th game. So
16,
yeah.
8.
So they needed to win 8 to get here, and each of them did. Each of them did. So Andreas dropped
Yeah.
a single game yesterday. Simon dropped a single game yesterday.
So both of players going 6-0, I think, went out pretty
yeah.
quickly.
Well, Maciej fell to the curse of the Swiss.
And
lost his first game
Jacob went out.
against Simon in the top 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that
So-
was probably Simon's closest game so far. He He had 2 bombers remaining, both punishes down.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Goodbye to some of the organisers. They are leaving as well.
You'll be back. Okay, they're just scaring us. Okay, because
They're leaving us unchecked.
funnily enough, there is X-Wing final and there is still round and a half or Armada remaining.
Yeah.
If you want to play Armada, like invest in some like stamina training because you're not gonna live through it.
Yeah. The Destiny is only top 8 though. The thing is with Destiny is it's quick games.
But
So
it's one day. It's,
yeah, they can play it in one day.
They will in and out like.
Was Armada playing yesterday as well?
I think it was, but I'm really like beyond paying attention to that.
Armada really can only fit in 4 rounds in one day because it's 2-hour rounds. It takes a
To
while.
30. It takes a while, and it's a different kind of beast. So we're not pretending to know anything about that
Nope.
or Armada.
No, 2 hours 30. That sounds like a long time.
So hopefully this final doesn't take 2 hours.
Well, we have our 2-hour time limit. I think if back when the finals were not timed.
Yeah, that was a scary time. Yeah, I
Untimed
think
finals.
like
The bad times, the times before.
yeah, dark times. Yeah, the players are still like preparing, so
I think,
we can sidetrack to like playing times. I think it's better than it's not than final is played on the same level as the previous rounds because
Yeah.
You played all of those rounds to get here. You've got used to a certain time.
yeah.
If you are then playing, suddenly you have an extra half hour.
Yeah, and basically some of the lists are like time constricted in some way. So you're playing a list which does good in 75 minutes, and then you're asked to like wing it for another half an hour or more, and
So
that's
what is interesting is if there is not a list here that would be able to take advantage of this. The only one in this that I think would be able to take advantage is Sabine. If you had seen a Vader or a Suntifar or a Whisper, they would very happily be the last ship left alive at an hour and a half versus the 2 bombers.
See, I disagree. I think Simon's list has a lot of potential for drawing out time
yeah.
because the longer those Punishers are on the table, the more often they can reload.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the more
Yeah.
proton torpedoes they
And
get.
Yeah,
the more
so-
proton torpedoes
So
they
he
can
can
dish out.
just like kite it.
Yeah, he
Oh,
comes
we-
in.
We've started the time here.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, so the time
That's
started.
strange. Like,
Being able to come in and then go away and reload, as
Yeah,
you say,
that's-
is
so-
a really strong maneuver.
Yeah.
So, given the list that are here, like that puts a slight advantage on Simon's side,
Yeah.
but only the slightest.
But then the interesting difference is that Andreas's list, it wants to finish things quickly.
Yeah. So the timer is on Simon's side, but let's see how it pans out. We've seen like what, and Andreas also explained to us what did he wanted to do, like what was behind Sabina getting killed,
Yeah.
what he achieved.
Well,
See Andrew in chat. Hey Andrew.
hey,
Yeah.
26 on top.
on top, on top.
Yeah.
We are in Nordics, so we are on top and top.
And we are still unbiased.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
still 100% unbiased.
We're doing pretty well on the unbiased thing, to be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, being judged. Yeah, okay, yeah. I wouldn't say we're, but we didn't comment Simon. So if you start cheering, you're excused.
Yeah. But
Okay.
Andreas is also a lovely guy.
Who could be mean to Andreas when? Have you seen his ships?
and
if you
his-
haven't seen his ships, go look on the Nordic event page. I posted
If you
some of his
judge
ships
people
there.
just by the ships they have, that's like really strange. But he's a nice guy as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we have people from. Paul, are you Danish?
No, there's a Canadian in there as well.
Yeah, there is a
Hey,
Canadian.
Kyle.
Yeah, there
I
we
would
had
try
we
Canadian
had
accent,
Mr.
but I
Paul
can't.
Heaver some time ago. Is he still there? So that's America. I don't think Australians will be up for it.
No, Marcus. I've forgotten his surname. That's really frustrating. He is.
Tielsch?
Yes.
Cleach?
Yeah.
Something?
He is a Nordic himself, but he
Oh.
lives in Australia.
Oh,
He was posting earlier about packing all of the Weetabix to
Oh.
go to the minor curtain.
oh, so that
I
was
think
him.
you find it's called Wheat-Bix in Australia.
It is called Weetabix in Australia, but the proper name is Weetabix, and we shall call it such.
Get 'em, Ollie. Get 'em.
Nothing as
Hey,
scary
I
as
was-
a grammar ninja.
I was getting in arguments earlier this week with Americans on the merits of Weetabix and why you should have it as a breakfast cereal.
I don't care.
Yeah, fair enough.
What's happening there?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, so we have. How many viewers do we have?
I don't know. Loads, hundreds.
Yeah, and how many are on mute? That's so.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Andrew. Simon was one of the founding 186 members. He is one of the members of the original league that went on in Darksphere.
That's right.
Which
Almost
is where
4
we get
years
our
ago
name
now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like.
He's been in 186 about a year longer than I have. He's a great guy.
Well,
Yeah, you were one of our first recruits, right?
I was indeed. I was
of
the
the-
first wave.
The first mistake.
Don't you? I was going to put myself down, but screw you. Well,
Yeah, you got invited, you know.
yeah. Along with European champion Ben Lee.
Ben Lee, yeah.
Why, Nicholas?
In joke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Sam. Yeah.
Yeah, in jokes are the best jokes.
They are the best
Yeah.
jokes. Everyone on the internet understands them.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone. Now we have Joel here as well. Basically, the
The entirety
Oh,
of the 186
chats.
are now in chat.
yeah, all of the 186 now in
Phil,
chat. If,
haven't you got any tournament to play today?
yeah, he's maybe he's taken a day at home to write about X-Wing instead of playing about X-Wing.
That seems legit.
Yeah, that's the only option I see.
There we go.
Yeah, hi. Can we just have a chat a bit more because I don't see what they're saying.
No, so oh, hello. So it looks like we have our setup here. Can we move across the
Yeah,
the
because
screen
we
so
don't
can't see the chat box?
see what they are saying to us.
Yeah,
I know he's doing something, so like
yeah.
after he's done.
So we've just got dials down on the table now. As you can see, Andreas has painted his dials as well as his ships.
Yeah.
And it looks as if the two bombers are very happy to go through the middle. Andreas
Wow.
is there we go.
So Simon is tired of prolonged games.
Yeah. So the bombers are getting aggressive. Sabine
yeah,
is as we were talking. There we go.
Okay, you can tell us about all the board games later, Phil, because
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
interested what's new.
Yeah, Phil is at Essen right now, but on with the game. So
yeah.
bombers go forwards. Sabine looks in a really good position to flank, and looks as if Simon is looking to get some proton bombs into something. We will see what we get.
Yeah. Okay, so as our standing in Punisher expert, what do you see from the Punishers? Just aiming to blow up their truck?
From the looks of it here, if he's going forwards, he is trying to be as non-committal as possible. I think he is expecting Andreas either to go quite slowly, or he will turn in. It surprises me that Death Rain has boosted here. I could have seen the stop followed by the blowing up the asteroid. But yeah, we will see. Okay. So, judging from this, it looks as if Simon is taking the bait on Sabine, thinking that if Andreas has decided to go slowly, maybe he can get Sabine off the table before.
I think the bombers will go after Sabine and the Punishers will just lurk in the middle and see what comes to them.
Well, my thinking is that Simon should know that if the rebels are doing their rebel move, the one forwards,
Okay.
they will not be able to hit the rock in the middle at the bottom of the table just by the mountains. That would normally be the one you would expect to explode as a Punisher.
Yeah, the first one from
Yeah,
this,
yeah,
from the Nordics side.
Yeah, so go diagonal from the Nordics, the first rock at the bottom of the screen. Normally, that would be the one you would look to explode on the first engagement. But Rebels, they travel slowly, especially these type of ships. So it looks as if Simon is actually attempting to catch the second asteroid. Now we will see, is this it's a 2 forwards? Okay, so he will probably not be able to do that. A 5 forward trajectory simulator proton bomb. It will definitely hit the middle rock and the one that is closest to Sabine. But it will probably not hit that one at the bottom. It might do.
Yeah,
It's
we'll
hard
see
to judge.
Yeah,
But the rebels are doing rebel things.
and Redline, what are so he will just one bank to the middle next turn to shed stress.
He has enough space to one bank to the right.
To his right,
Yeah.
to the middle,
Exactly,
of
and
the board.
then barrel roll to wherever he wants to be.
Yeah, and then
I-
trajectory simulator something.
I can see Death Rain just noping out and not staying there. I feel like Simon has already overcommitted. It worries me slightly because we know how much damage Andreas' ships can do. We saw that from
Yeah,
the previous round.
they can like erase a Punisher of the board, and if
Yeah, if they get a good shot,
If
they
they
will
get good-
absolutely
yeah.
wipe a Punisher.
my English just gone. But yeah, I agree with you, Oli. It's a bit overcommitting. It's like I don't fly Punishers. They can be surprisingly quick, and at this moment, I just don't see where they can go. What is to the faction representation yesterday? Hakan.
Is that Hakon or Hakon?
Håkon.
Hakon. Okay.
So the faction representation was actually fairly varied.
yeah,
There was
I would say a slight towards Imperial, but
yeah,
like
maybe a few more Imperial, but the thing is that all the Imperial lists have been different. Most of the Rebel lists have been based around torpedoes. Andreas's list is one of the more inventive versions.
yeah,
As a 4-ship, there was a lot of 3-ship lists from the Scum and from the Rebels.
most of the lists in top 16 were Boba,
Plus,
Palop,
yeah.
plus something which went up to 3 ships in different combinations. But Boba was, I think, the biggest.
Okay, so that
It's a seismic.
may even catch. Yeah, he's moved it to the right there because you
Yeah,
have a certain amount
wiggle
of
room.
wiggle room with those templates.
But it's like edge case.
That is very, very close. And
What
what
is-
is his? So he's straightening it up. So what's his extra action?
And do you see a stop then?
I can see a boost. A stop is probably the best move.
Or a boost and a stop?
Yeah, he
Whoa.
does not. There we go. He does not want to be caught.
Between every
Yeah.
rebel ship.
And because he has proton torpedoes, I can see right now that if he moves maybe 2, even the 3 forwards, going for Sabine, he could get those proton torpedoes into Sabine if she has decided to run away from the bombers.
People
So-
really don't like Sabine, huh?
Simon is committing. If Sabine has turned to the right, the problem that you have is Sabine has the ability to do the booster barrel roll beforehand.
Yeah.
So if
So who has initiative here? Did we clear that up?
I think Andreas has.
Andreas had the choice.
And his red line moved before those ships in, in
So
the bottom.
Andreas has given away.
That gives Sabine a bit of.
Paul, we were looking at the bit from top tables, and again, Paul, whichever.
Yeah.
One of the pools.
one of the polls. And the highest bid was Maciej with 7, but the rest of it was like
Mostly 1 or 2 or
1
on
or
the 200.
2. So 3-point bid is actually a pretty good, again, I hate to say that, meta choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's been super important. I know that Andreas said 3 points was the smallest bid he would consider taking.
Yeah, it's just depends of your choices of ships and upgrades. Sometimes
Yeah. But then his list doesn't really need anything else.
Oh, that is.
Does he make it past?
Interesting.
He
So we
does.
cannot see. We will see if he makes it past.
He should, right?
Well, I don't know. It's an
he
aggressive.
Oh!
Wow, but you know,
Move your hand.
no.
That's on. Which means that is a range 1 shot from Sabine.
Yeah.
Oh, that
But-
is unlucky.
That's misjudged.
But you know what will happen? He will blow the rock from
Oh,
under
yeah.
his butt.
He'll blow. Of course he will.
Man. See, Nick, the bomb expert, was already way ahead of us. It's
Yeah.
Blow the rock and get a shot.
Yeah.
absolutely. And then
You
you damage Sabine
get
as well.
like year's supply of Weetabix.
We should just mention that we are definitely not endorsed by Weetabix in any way.
Other cereals are available.
It's your choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite is Cocoa Pops.
Oh, strong. I like myself some Honey Nut Cheerios at some point. So.
Feel.
That's the killer move. Yeah.
Oh,
That we know.
3 stress move from the Hawk.
It is
And
not a straight. It is not red.
the 3 bank is not red?
The 3 bank is not red.
Right.
Wow.
Then. Okay.
Ah.
Neither is the 4 straight. The Hawk is good.
So
Hawk meta. So,
Whoa,
hello,
whoa.
target locks coming on in. Is that in arc? Oh,
Whoa.
that's close. He's target locked anyway. Because
yeah,
why
but
wouldn't you?
Okay, so we see Andreas is not taking this slowly. He wants to get in. He wants to start shooting.
Yeah.
but
Well,
he
can,
that's his way. That's
Yeah.
that's
In the same way as
Wow,
okay,
that-
so Wedge has crashed. In
yeah,
the
that-
same way as Simon was trying to take advantage of Sabine, then
So
Andreas
this
is
is-
taking advantage of Death Rain.
This is interesting now because Andreas has presented Simon with a choice. Does he blow the seismic to give his Punisher a shot? Or does he blow the other one to damage 2 Andreas's ships?
I would blow up the second rock here because with a focus and evade and a primary shot from the Punisher.
Sabine does nothing.
No,
Gets nothing.
You won't do much damage, and you won't be in range to damage Sabine. Don't do another damage to one of your valuable Punishers.
That's ablative plating.
got
like-
plating.
Yeah,
but still, don't waste
But
it.
I don't know if the shot on Sabine is worth it.
No, I
No.
agree. I think
No,
do
that's
2 damage.
2 damage.
Especially to the Hawk, because Jan only has 5 health. Doing 1 to
Yeah,
Jan
yeah,
is
yeah.
big.
I think you definitely take the group shot there.
You
Yeah.
explode, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the right
There
choice.
we go. So if the
not biased.
because with Nora here, if Nora does not have a torpedo shot, then Death Rain could get away with this. I mean, he's probably still going to take a lot of damage, but
He's looking at being at 5 to 3 hull left, and that's
we'll see. It depends on the torpedo. And because Jan, she has a target lock, but it is at long range. He has a focus. Oh no, he boosted. Sorry, doesn't have a focus. Again with the orange circular target locks.
Yeah,
Why
Alright,
make a
so
target
that's,
lock like a circle?
That's 3 dice.
and that's 3
Is
hits.
this from the Hawk?
And that's Hawk primary.
This will be from the Hawk, yeah.
Yeah, that's Hawk primary because wiggle, so 2
That's-
shields.
Wiggle, 1 wiggle. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So is the Proton in arc now?
Well,
if Jan is,
regardless, Jan would shoot first.
Yeah, but if Jan is in arc, then
Proton is an arc.
Proton is an arc.
Oh.
Okay.
re-rolls. Ooh.
Well, so that's crit on.
Yeah, he cannot dodge the crit,
No, it's under.
so he
it's
takes
Takes
only
a
a single
squiggle.
crit.
So
So-
shield and
Crit.
crit.
shield and crit. That's like
That's okay.
that's okay, depending on what Sabine does.
Yeah.
But Sabine cannot benefit from Jan, which is a saving grace in this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if she
And Jan cannot benefit herself, so.
no, but
Do you think if if Simon had made it past that rock,
Barrel roll?
he would have barreled?
I know, because
right?
he
Yeah.
went over the rock.
Yeah, but if he didn't hit the rock,
yeah, he
either
would
way,
be like on the
Yeah,
first signature there.
barrel rolled up.
Yeah,
I'm
and,
just amazed that he didn't do the 3 forwards.
and boost.
But then it's hindsight, right?
Yeah,
But if
that's
the 3 bank and barrel would have fit,
Yeah,
then,
but-
then he can hard turn in and get a
yeah,
shot.
but you have to appreciate that he tried the hardest
Okay,
to
so what's the
judge
crit? The
maneuver
crit is
he
a
can
fuel
do
leak?
because he.
Yes, this is the final, by the way. It is.
Yeah.
It is the final. Yeah.
So that stings. That stings a lot. Death Rain is now on 2 hull. Oh, structural damage and a fuel leak.
Whoa. Okay, so, but basically, like getting back to my point, he did like bandy boost and then bandy free.
Yeah.
So that's speaking from my experience, it's like hardest to judge.
It's really hard to judge, especially with the new medium bases. And he only just hit
Yeah,
the rock,
missed it by a nub.
So here's
So, yeah,
the other question then. Where does Andreas go here?
Yeah.
Because for Simon the moves are easy. He turns in, like done. Death Rain requires a bit more thinking, but where does Andreas commit to? Does he commit to killing Death Rain?
I think you have to. I
But then
think
if-
Andreas wins this game by just punching ships out one by
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
if
because
he kills Death Rain here, then he could very foreseeably lose something big in return.
Because the problem is that each one of Simon's ships is a threat. Each
Yeah.
one can do stuff at any
yeah,
range.
each one can throw out 4 dice
So
at
yeah.
certain.
So Andreas gains nothing by damaging everything.
Yeah.
He needs to kill them one by one,
He does.
yeah,
He does.
and he's got the attack dice to do it.
yeah, and
So,
basically there is 6 shields on all of Simon's ships. So
Yeah.
any crit now is devastating. So
Yep.
Yeah.
So I suppose.
So as we saw in the last game with Andreas, you know, he won by
yeah.
PS killing one ship at a time.
So maybe Death Rain will just sneak out of it, but apart from heart free towards the dice box, I don't see a move which will.
So from Sabine here,
Yeah.
if you you barrel roll to the right of Sabine, you can probably get a debris gambit evade, and then you do a hard 2
So
and take a focus, and you're pointing at where Death Rain will probably want to be.
if you're Death Rain, do you drop the seismic here?
I think so. If it was me, I would drop a seismic and barrel roll to the right, and then 1 bank and boost.
Because a slight issue is that Redline is not in position to do any bombing this turn.
No,
Yeah,
he is.
that's-
He can do a hard 2, and it depends where everything else is.
Yeah, but that's still
Should I roll?
no bombing this turn. Yeah.
So
thing
bombing,
is-
bombing knows.
I want to know, do they have grips?
Another shameless plug.
I think everyone has.
Other gripping material is
They
available.
wouldn't make it to the finals if they didn't, right?
yeah,
exactly.
because
Well,
it's a game of precision.
Endorsed by Ben Lee, European champion, also 186th member.
I know. I'm quoting him at the product page.
Yeah, exactly.
So
For those of you that obviously can't see, because we're in audio, hey Rolf, how's it going in
Or
Armada?
Philibert.
I'm fine. I just got my ass handed to me by
Ah.
Dane, but 2 wins and 1 loss. So
Nice.
So
Keep it
one
going.
round to go. Another 9 hours.
you're getting a sleepover train back home.
Armada,
I'm staying in
baby.
Stockholm. I'm staying in
Ah.
Stockholm for 1 more night.
Okay.
You guys?
There's-
What do you guys want tonight?
Yeah, in like
we're-
6 hours.
Yeah, we have a
something.
while. We
Yeah.
right there's the
Oh, so
seismic.
Simon does drop the seismic.
No,
I
what's-
love flying out on Sunday. That's
What's the action? Hey, well, two out of 3 of us here have had to miss a top cut because of flights. So
This time you're not in.
yeah, we're not in.
Not in the cut.
we just wanted to make sure.
And sadly for you, will not drop out of this commentary.
You're stuck with us, folks.
Yep. Hey, we bought sensible flights so we could, play in the final. Oops.
I like this final. Andreas is one of the ones, the 1-2 who beat me.
Oh,
This
Yeah.
Well,
race.
there we go.
And
Me too.
Simon, we were having cocktails on Friday, so yeah, it was.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's a good setup.
wow, that's close.
So there we go. Both of these finalists are endorsed by both Grip Bases and Rolf. So.
Apart, where did you find the debris gambit?
She does. Sorry, she can link the evade, and then do the hard 2.
Yeah, it's almost a debris gambit. Like,
So
excuse.
Simon takes a target lock here with Redline, also with Death Rain, which is I
So
feel,
it's
I feel it's optimistic.
I feel like a 4K. But it's
Okay, so
how is he
here's-
going to survive until then?
I think based on that Sabine move, Andreas is looking to. He's looking to initiative kill
does
things.
Sabine have
He wants to
hot
kill
arc?
that bombers. No.
No. Okay, so
Sabine does not have bad arc, but what Sabine does have is she has a very angry primary gun, which I think she is going to use to, along with some proton torpedoes, murder a bomber before it shoots.
Okay, so that is the 4K.
So he
from Death
has
Rain.
a target lock. Oh yeah, his target lock is on Nora here.
Yeah.
So Death Rain has taken a target lock on Nora. And yeah, Simon is looking to murder the Y-Wing with extreme aggression.
Wow.
And hopefully, well,
But if a single one of Andreas's ships turns towards Death Rain's dead.
yes. I feel like Wedge might do. But also he wants to kill the bomber before it fires, so... looking at where the Hawk's arc is facing though, would you turn the Hawk to the right and just allow Sabine, Nora, and and Wedge to take on the bomber?
Nah, because you want Jan to be boosting the shot of another ship to make sure you kill Death Rain.
Okay, so then my next question is...
Oh, but Death Rain has structural damage.
Yeah. How do you get all three of those ships pointing in the correct direction with good shots? So look goes on Nora. So red line focuses, takes a target lock on Nora. Nora is probably taking 2 torpedoes, but it depends if Death Rain survives.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
So I think...
Wow.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, the
he's-
second one.
He's moved it to...
No,
oh yeah, so
red line.
The second one.
So interestingly, he target locked instead of...
Okay.
Oh no, because he had to boost. Wait, what? I'm very confused.
So he banks Nora expecting to be able to shoot Death Rain,
But Death Rain is not there.
but Death Rain is no longer there.
Yep.
So,
Interesting. So
but
he's trying to get out...
Oh, no, yeah, that's sloppy.
Put it wherever you want.
Just that bomber needs to be tilted some more.
No, that's not
I don't
affected.
think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, but Nora just elects to eat just 1 torpedo instead of 2,
Yeah,
which is good.
it is.
Slow rolls the Hawk.
And the Hawk, does he have range?
I would be tempted to boost the Hawk at Death Rain here. But again, you want to... Yeah, there we go. There's the lock on the bomber.
So does Simon just get away with it with Death Rain?
I think so. Oh,
No,
no,
he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
there is Wedge. Wedge is on kill squad. Because -1 agility and Wedge ability...
He's got his wings closed.
He takes a target lock.
Because he wants to boost into range. Those 2 dice.
So he has to roll 2
No,
hits.
he'll get 3 with Jan.
Because of Jan. He has to roll 2 hits though with no mods.
No, well, yeah, with a focus.
No, he's boosted. How can he have a focus? Oh wait, linked actions. There we go.
There you go.
I always
Smart. That's a smart play from Andreas.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
That's like...
It's almost as if he's in a final.
Yeah. It's almost like he knows how to play this game.
Yeah. So Simon gets to eat his bomb.
Oh yeah, Jan can't help because no arc.
Oh,
Yeah, her arc is pointing left.
Yeah.
so it's 2 dice against no dice.
That's bit more sleep.
Or
So,
wedge.
yeah, it's
No,
2
it's
dice
fine.
versus
That totally helped
maybe
me yesterday,
1
Nick.
because he'll be rage 3.
Oh, yeah. So. Yeah.
I'm presently eating a melty chocolate bar. It's fine.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, it's sort of disgusting. And yeah, we're just like learning the lists as we go. So yeah,
it
we
doesn't-
would have spotted that
Yeah.
Jan hasn't got an arc to edge.
Yeah, and also we're bad at the game. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait.
yeah.
Well,
Shot.
it doesn't.
Not anymore, Paul.
To be fair, it doesn't matter because it doesn't matter on range because with Wedge's ability and -1 agility,
Oh yeah, he rolls no dice. And
he
you have
rolls no
correct
dice.
shots.
But does it affect the range bonus?
Yes, Wedge happens afterwards.
Yeah. Okay, but it's
So 1 hit is all that matters. No, it doesn't.
He just takes 1 damage. It's
okay. How does he prevent himself from getting killed next? That's
no Death Rain. No,
Yeah.
he doesn't.
I can't believe Death Rain got away with it.
No, he. Well,
Yeah.
he's alive to shoot a torpedo into nothing.
yeah, because Nora is no longer in range.
Yeah.
But
The interesting one now is this red line does have a proton. So for the second time, can you see where the proton bomb is going to be next time?
Yeah.
Because it's going to be right in the middle of that rebel squad.
if you want to like grab people's attention, think of a better riddle.
Hey, maybe some people are not paying attention.
Yeah.
Oh, we got a very blurry dice tray.
Yeah, but also some.
That looks like Nora.
That's like Nora. Whoa.
That's into red line or into the bomber? Oh, there we go. So,
yeah, Nora evade.
Oh, does the bomber spend that focus? I don't think he does.
That's not. That's,
So 1, 2. He does. He did
that was
spend
not
the
the bomber.
focus.
That was red line into Nora. Disabled power regulator.
So
Ion.
get an
Interesting.
ion when you engage.
Okay,
That's
so
not amazing for Nora.
but it will trigger later on.
It would trigger next turn, yes, because she's already fired.
No.
Oh no, because red line shot first, yeah. So that will trigger now.
Wow. But-
Okay, so Andreas rolling. Here we go.
Primary into bomber. Bomber gets 1 evade. I can't see the other dice from Andreas. That's a crit then.
Can't see it.
Can't see the crit. We'll just wait until it comes up.
It's when you get a hit, you get a crit. Doesn't
Fuel
work.
leak.
Fuel leak.
Yeah. Should have learned by now.
Melty bell.
Yeah, Nora's ability is great.
It's,
It's just you have anything in range 1. It's cool. You get an evade.
Okay, so
Yeah, the,
3 damage in from the hawk.
I think that's a dead bomber.
Not
1
yet.
evade.
Not yet.
It has 1 remaining, but he has a console fire, so he has to roll that.
Hit crit.
The crit is.
That's
disabled.
damage
Damage
sensor
sensor
array.
array.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
fine. Bomber only takes focus anyway.
Crits instead of hits. Oh.
Okay, so Sabine.
Range.
Sabine trying to PS kill that bomber now.
Sabine absolutely PS kills the
And
bomber.
2 hull left, 4 dice, spends the focus, hit crit. Needs blanks.
Let's see the double squiggles.
Needs blanks.
And does the bomber stay alive? Hull breach
breach.
is pretty obnoxious. Oh, it's range 3, so he has 3
Oh,
squiggles.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he
There
survived.
is. Is
That's
that a
squiggle.
squiggle or an eyeball? I think that's an
that's
eyeball.
that's an eyeball. What does? Ah, because he has.
He has to spend that.
It's
He
because
can't risk- he
yeah,
can't risk
easy,
taking a
fine,
crit.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
Woof.
So,
Okay.
interesting because the bomber can survive even the console fire now. And still shoot range 1 into Nora. But Simon is really on the back foot here. Like, Nora has 4 hull, yeah, so
Yeah, but Nora is like not the.
but he's basically 2 ships down. Like, the bomber
Yeah.
and Death Rain, they're
the-
probably going to
they're
die
just-
before they shoot.
Just limping.
Although, I would say important.
Whoa.
Oh, well then. So, very nice.
Sabine is half points.
That was Death Rain, yes?
Definitely like primary, yeah.
So, yeah,
Ollie,
Sabine is
did
half
you say
points.
you had a battery pack?
Yeah, do you want it?
Yeah, if you don't mind.
What? Ah.
So we can't use any plugs here because the streaming setup.
USB-C or?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys went on the like modern hand of working electrical socket, and you're left
nice.
with me. But
Yeah.
there is there is still some shooting, and Nora again adds an evade, which yeah, Nora ability again.
Nora's good.
And
Nora's
now the-
ability is sensational.
Yeah. You should
I've
use
said
them.
it before. I like this list.
So, proton bomb obviously coming here, right?
Yep. Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
Yeah, why not?
Because if
course, yeah.
if Death Rain is going for a block anyway, he can do a 1 bank to the left and then barrel roll to maybe block wedge.
Yeah. And you got ablative plating.
Yeah, oh, that's a good point.
Everything is fine.
So in which case, chuck a bomb and just hard to it. Screw it. Just go.
and that bomber,
Andreas really needs to stop knocking his ships.
damage bomber, you just throw it away, right? You 3 bank, you get out there.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
he-
the bomber goes and comes back later.
Yeah, you get that bomber out there.
Yeah. It adds a dice. It's not changes a dice to an evade. So you get to roll your 1 agility dice and then get the free one. It's like
and
reinforce, the old
it's
one.
after juke.
Is it?
Yeah, because attacker modifies.
Yeah. Attack modifies first.
Yep.
Yep,
It's,
so-
Nora is as tanky as a 2 agility ship, as long as she's in range 1. And it's something that I missed Nora deliberately rolled into range 1 of that bomber
Yeah.
Yeah,
because Andreas knows that he will take so much less damage,
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
and because he got shot 3 times.
Two because Defrain was out of range, but
Yeah.
so it benefited him
So he would
3
be on,
ways exactly
yeah,
because
he would be on 2 health right now if he didn't have his ability.
Yeah,
yeah he will eat just 1 proton
Yeah.
because the
Well,
other-
Jan will have to eat it.
Jan, yeah, depending what Sabine does, either she gets totally out of position or eats at least 1.
Yeah, and she's taking a crit as well.
Yeah, and Wedge.
I can see Sabine just forwarding because he could chase the bomber here. Sabine like dials in a 3 forwards, and then she can either boost to the right and go over the top of red line and safe. She can boost forwards, 3 forwards and barrel roll to get on target on the bomber if he goes away.
Yeah. So Chocolate is in effect. Ollie has all the options covered for you.
I'm awake. No more sleepiness here.
No. I hope you're not sleeping because it's quite entertaining. It's like chess with poker. That's what.
like chess with poker. Yeah.
How do you? There we go, chat. There's a question for you while
Yeah.
we're thinking about dials. How do you describe X-wing to someone who doesn't know anything about X-wing?
Yeah. So.
Because we use it's a bit like chess with poker. How about you guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Stockholm Wampas are saying nice things. Oh no, that's Nila. That's not me.
No, that's not you. That's not you.
Sorry. I'm Vila, right?
Okay.
Yeah, Villa.
Stockholm Wampas.
It's like attack wing, only not shit.
Yeah. Okay. And
Chaos,
that'll do.
You win for the day.
That'll do.
yeah, space chess with. Yeah. Okay. And you know your audience is 70-year-old people. Yeah, like bring it up a notch.
Hey, I appreciate the shade being thrown there. You know, I've never played Attack Wing, but I've only heard bad
Don't
things
bother.
about it.
Don't bother.
No,
It's-
no,
yeah.
no. There is. Are we allowed?
I heard someone could get
There
up
is
to 11
Battleship
attack class.
Galactica now, like with models.
Oh, Battlestar, yeah.
Battlestar Galactica. Okay.
Okay, so here's a bomb.
Yeah.
So
Surprise, surprise.
it is the double bomb. Okay. Now,
Sure.
what's interesting is that other bomber at the back is going to get a very nice shot on something here.
Yep.
Yeah.
You just roll 1 forward, take a focus, job done.
Yep. Thank you very much. There's the second one.
God, it's right in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's right in the middle of where they are now.
But Andreas will know it. Andreas knows the bomb is coming.
He does, and he will move.
Yeah, but if he moves to avoid the proton, for example with Wedge, he's out of play for at least 1
Yeah,
turn.
yeah.
So it's not a.
Do you
As-
think?
I
he-
can
I
definitely
would
see.
like getting back to position versus damage.
Because even just like
Hey, you
a
called
like
it,
a 1
Christoph.
bank with a barrel roll, Wedge will stay in.
Yeah. So the bomber, does he focus? Does he flip? Probably flip the console fire, right?
He needs to.
Yeah, flip
Yeah,
the console.
good job.
Damage sensor can come back later.
Yeah, you
It's-
don't damage sensor. It's okay.
Any ship that at this point Andreas has to commit to killing that bomber is yeah.
So Simon's looking pretty good here.
Oh wow.
Whoa.
Oof.
That's aggressive. I think he's
That's
trying to kill
ballsy.
Wedge.
Yeah, but
Taking
how?
his own proton bomb to do it.
Just takes the
Seems-
focus.
Paul Bridge, BSG is Battlestar Galactica. But it's again like Attack Wing, but we're not sure about if it's shit or not.
But this is X-wing, and X-wing's
so
good.
Sabine barrel rolled that way. So Sabine is making sure she only takes a single bomb
Yeah.
and is looking to block red line. Now,
So wow, that's getting hairy.
now red line. Interestingly enough, red line still has his target. Sorry, Death Rain still has his target lock on
Sabine.
Nora.
Nora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
but
Death Rain does manage to block Wedge and doesn't get killed, because at the moment nothing is pointing in his direction.
Yeah.
And remember, Nora is doing a 1 forward, so he can barrel roll here, or maybe just boost forwards, double ablative plating it, and yeah, maybe even get a torpedo into Nora.
Yeah, but do you think the Jan did something else than one forwards?
See,
Yeah, because if he
I
boosts,
think she would probably one bank downwards towards Death Rain, which is the problem, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
and at this moment, the only wow, okay,
There's the barrel roll, so I think he's just hoping that Wedge
what's happening with
to
the
the
barrel?
middle
Yeah,
of the base.
okay.
There we go. Simon is
Does-
stressed.
No, to the forward. That was Andreas doing the barrel roll.
yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, because Simon knows the barrel roll. just
Yeah.
just let me do it. Medium base barrel rolls are hard, people.
They're complicated, right?
Yeah.
It's a bit wonky with the base.
The middle line of the ship goes to the end of the template.
Frustrating. Just
It
make it
looks,
simple.
it looks wrong. I mean,
It looks wrong.
I can
It looks
see
wrong.
why they do it, because then you get the half base movement forward and backwards, but it looks like it.
Yeah,
isn't
it
correct.
looks a bit wonky. And now.
Now the question is it a one forward, or one bank, or a?
That's a smart play by Simon, though. Throw out the bomb, which Andreas knows is coming. So
Yeah.
Andreas will try to get out of it,
Whoa.
and then block where he will get out of it.
Okay.
Wow.
So is that's a 3 or 4 forwards? He's just using the plating here. It's just like, right, this turn
Yeah, sure, why not?
I am
That's what
gonna
it's there
take
for.
I'm gonna take damage.
Wow.
So what
we
I'm gonna
have
do
203
is
viewers. Like, thank you all for watching this during your Sunday afternoon.
Listening to our crap.
yeah.
I think the football game is on. So
Yeah. So
I gotta say, I'm impressed by Simon's flying here.
Simon's really pulling it
yeah,
back.
it's
Like,
it's,
he's-
it's ballsy. It's ballsy.
He's using the threat of the bombs to sort of bully his opponent into position
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
taking advantage of it.
And if you have a look at the points as well, like right now, Simon has pulled back the points deficit. He's still in a bad
Yeah.
place, but what
Is Nora eating the top bomb? That's
The
Yeah.
other question is Sabine
Whoa.
in arc?
Oh boy!
there's the
Oh no!
So
John.
not only that, she cannot change her arc to shoot a Death Rain.
Oh, so if Wedge didn't
If Wedge
do,
crashes,
yeah,
So the thing Andreas has for him is all of his ships that are getting bombed, except Sabine, have shields.
yeah.
But
If Nora gets bombed, it's a huge thing, and basically Redline will try to.
oh, where's Wedge gone?
Oh,
He's not shooting. It doesn't matter if he crashes. He's not shooting.
he will shoot the bomber.
Yeah, but
Oh
that's.
no,
He
Whoa.
oh no!
that bumped.
I
Kim
thought it
Lou-
bumped.
He's got a boost, right? He's got a
That
boost.
bumped.
No, we can't see. We can't
Yeah,
see.
the judge is there.
If
The judge is there.
I think they may be talking to they may be talking to him about it.
Yeah.
So wait, he's boosting to 2 bombs.
Oh,
He's taking both bombs.
No, he won't take the bottom.
Oh, I think he might.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what? So he boosted in rather than out.
Yeah. So he doesn't want to get shot by Death Rain, right? Because otherwise he'd take 2 range 1 shots.
Yeah. He went out of the kill box, but basically,
But if he boosted to the right, he wouldn't take the bomb. He'd take the barrage rocket.
yeah, okay, but
He's still taking the barrage rocket now and
okay.
the bomb.
I think
well, why?
Andreas needs to stop
Moving ships.
moving things.
Yeah, that's-
because
that-
he's just moved that away from Wedge, and it could have
Yeah.
been in range of Wedge.
Yeah, exactly.
So I
Yeah,
think you roll that back, and you try and
I would do that.
place.
Yeah, okay.
So you move red line 4 backwards. You
Yeah.
put the 5 out again.
no, because it's a half base.
Yeah, exactly. You can't do it otherwise. You have to do that.
That's flimsy.
Place
That's
the 4 out
flimsy.
the
Oh,
back.
yeah, you got to roll back the
That's-
moves.
That's
Yes,
really
yes,
really
yes,
Put the
important.
bomb back where it's supposed to
I think we need a half movement template for things like that, because
So I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if the judges can hear us, but that's
they,
what we
they
would
can
do.
hear us.
be. Yeah,
because
they've got
the,
microphone. They've
yeah,
got
the
headpieces.
judge just went on and but okay.
Man, that's because that could have been big. If Wedge takes 2, then that is a
Yeah, that-
is 2 crit. That's a crit, right?
Yeah,
The judges signaled us and said
that's
they've
fine.
looked at it and
That's
they're,
fine.
they're okay with it.
yeah, okay. We're
So it's-
sorry to the judges. I know we
It's-
got a bit
tough,
overexcited.
It's a tough situation. Everyone's tired.
But the
Yeah.
Yeah,
but the judge looked at it. The players are happy with it.
yeah. So
Move on.
so move
It's We know that Andreas would not do that intentionally.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just he's tired.
It's just, you know.
Everyone's excited. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
The thing is, for all of you watching this, is just take a step back. If you know something is questionable, just ask anybody else or
Yeah.
your opponent.
I'm not calling you not made of money.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Paul. You're amazing. Oh, that's incredible.
Paul,
All right, so we got some shots. got
can
some
we ban
action.
you?
Right.
Yeah, but okay. Apart from all these shenanigans with moving bombs and stuff, I'm amazed at how Simon managed to get
He got out
Death
of everything. Like
Rain back into the
Death
game.
Rain is still in the game now.
Yeah,
Amazing.
Yeah, that's like we wrote him off like 2 turns ago.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so like
And the
kudos. Because yeah. Oh,
is
Okay.
because that little bomber as well. He's because Andreas has to kill these bombers.
yeah.
That are really unhealthy.
I know
He's-
Nicholas. I know you can write it, but can you read it?
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, Jan is there though, so Jan took a stress and Jan boosted Wedge's
Yeah,
roll.
so I'm imagining Wedge is actually at range 1, and then Jan boosted it up to 4.
Yeah.
That's the thing. This rebel
Yeah.
list is tricky. It has a lot of toys.
Yeah. Both lists have
Yeah.
toys
But
which
it's
keep us on.
only a single damage for the bomber though.
Now Nora getting the shot on the bomber. 2
Why is
hits.
It's yeah.
And that is 2 focuses. Spend the focus. Yep.
So on that bomber, Simon took a loose stabilizer from the proton bomb.
Now this is also important. Is that bomber in Arc of Sabine?
Oh. Okay.
I would move Nora.
I would say judge more appropriately.
Yeah.
Yeah. More appropriately Paul.
Better call Paul.
Better call Paul. Yeah, it's
Hey,
we
make that a
agree.
TV show. People will watch it.
All right, so we got a shot now coming in.
At least 200 of them.
Is that Death Rain?
That
Blanks
is
out.
double blanks. What is this?
So
That's-
is it the Hawk?
I think this is Sabine on the bomber.
Oh, yeah, Sabine on to. Really?
Whoa.
No, hang on. What?
Sabine on the bomber.
Is that in Arc?
Apparently so. That's a dead bomber.
That's a dead bomber. Shame.
Or is this? Yes, dead bomber. Dead bomber.
How's
okay.
that in Arc?
I don't know. They called it. It's we are at a weird angle up here.
Yeah,
so-
it's true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's and basically we're done questioning anything happening at the
Yeah.
table.
Yeah, we are like 6 beers deep. It's late in the day. Like,
Yeah, and imagine them.
yeah.
Unfortunate. There's the evades.
Okay.
Yeah, but still, given the situation like turn ago,
Yeah, it's still good. And there is still another proton coming in from Redline. Redline will absolutely just drop another proton.
It couldn't
Yeah,
have
why
been
not?
Hawk side arc because the Hawk side arc is 2 dice.
So is that stress token on Redline?
yeah,
Yeah.
he went. What?
Redline's only 4 move is a K turn. So did he try and K turn?
Maybe he did and just. Oh.
Maybe.
Oh, he wanted to cater and kill Nora.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where did he bomb then?
The Hawk?
No, the Hawk shot from the side arc.
What did he
But
bump then?
yeah, he didn't bump anything because there was nothing there.
I'm not sure why there's a stress token there, but
Does anybody has like a Punisher dial at hand?
I know the Punisher dial. It's 3 forwards.
Oh, maybe he didn't shed the stress from the previous one. and-
Possibly. Oh yeah, because he
Oh,
boosted
yeah,
and
yeah.
target locked for a stress.
That's-
So he
okay.
then 3 forward over
It
the
was
top.
stressed
Ah,
already.
Yeah, there we
okay,
go.
yeah, we missed it. We missed it totally. It was
Yep.
okay. We're complaining about orange tokens. Red tokens are also no. We cannot see them. It's like
So
it's purple or nothing.
So Simon's
Wedge-
bomber died, but it's still quite even, I think.
Yeah, it is.
Everything's hurting.
Wedge
Apart
is.
from Redline.
If Nora gets taken off the board as well, because she's only on 2.
Yeah.
And remember, there is still a target lock from Death Rain on Nora. So unless, like,
Yeah. But what does Nora
Well,
do?
Wedge can't turn around.
Wedge?
Sabine can. Sabine
Sabine?
can do a K.
Yeah, Sabine can do like some sneaky barrel roll and K-turn to be at a better position.
Yeah.
Woo.
No, Wedge is stressed. Wedge
Wedge
cannot
is
talon.
stressed. There is a stress. This one we can see. Yeah, and there is an orange token which is like wings closed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, that one. That's what that is.
All,
Yeah,
you,
they just
all you
left it.
backseat pilots in the chat think you're hot shit. Come on.
Yeah,
Saying it to us backseat pilots on the stream, right?
yeah. Yeah, it's like
Hey, we know what we're talking about. That's why we're here,
No,
right?
we don't. We don't.
And not playing in the final.
really. So
Yep.
Wedge
There is a delay in the chat. Thank you, chat.
yeah, okay. That's okay. It's shame about the bomber because it was like he nearly got away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, would you barrel roll and risk the console fire? I think it's better to flip the console, right?
yeah. The choices.
But I mean, that bomber is out for so long because he had a
Yeah, but still, it's like a thing you have to
deal with and kill.
deal with,
Yeah.
and basically, if it doesn't, it's
It comes back,
sneaks
yeah.
in and then puts those like sneaky two
There we
dice.
go. So Wedge did do 2 more damage to the scimitar. It just wasn't updated.
Okay,
I
so
was gonna say.
well, everybody is hurting.
And if it's as well as that with that bomber, loose stabilizer. So if it does a turn, it will take a damage.
I would just one forward the bomber, and then oh yeah.
So sadly, Redline doesn't have any proton bombs, or he does.
No, that's now he's placing
He-
the second one.
Yeah, he's placing the second proton bomb. So they
So
just
because so he,
yeah
they
they
changed
just
it on
did
the
it as
changed it on
he's
the list,
doing it.
yeah.
See what's curious here is so Nora. Nora is now not stressed and not ions. So would you just do the hard 2 down the board to try and kill that bomber?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah and
you,
no.
But that's the thing, because
But-
you know
but-
the bomber's going to be there,
But then
right?
you block Wedge, right?
Exactly. Or does Wedge just go away because he doesn't want to hit the bomb?
I think the sensible thing for him to do is going away.
So 3 forward and boost away with Wedge.
But
and just,
I'm just like.
oh, he's doing the K-turn. So he takes damage. He does a K-turn.
Yeah.
Or is
No,
that
it's a
no, it's 4
forward.
forward? Yeah. So flip the crit. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, fair. Get him out of there.
That makes sense.
Yeah, the bombers here aren't what's going to do. They're not going to do. They're not going to do the bulk of the work.
They're
right?
just
They,
like a
they're there to
distraction.
take plinky shots.
and conserve points.
Yeah, but
So-
plinky shots are like real against one agility ship.
Here
so
comes the 4K.
So Sabine barrel roll
That's
and
a
the
4K.
K-turn.
yeah.
So one of them has got away from the bomb. So where are the Hawk and the Y-wing going? Because they have no shields.
It's the Hawk I'm worried about.
Yeah, they have no shields. The hard 2 coming in. Yep,
One bank.
hard 2. Does he fit?
No, he does not.
No, he does not fit.
Well, but he's still.
He's
still
already
had-
got a target lock on
Yeah,
Nora. He
that's-
doesn't
that's-
need
that's
to
that.
fit. And the question is, does he get shot by a Hawk?
Yeah, there are.
Sabine is super value.
There are like many ships where you can say now are amazingly valued because there is so many ships you can use validly in a game.
So what
So
is
that's not-
curious here is that we are going into a situation like Andreas's last game, where Redline is pretty healthy.
Yeah, but he has all the ships.
Yeah.
And
So Redline stays. Yeah, because it's a medium base. It will clear with the 2 forwards.
yeah, everything gets balanced in January, and then you get a Weetabix. Yeah, it's.
I don't think they will touch Sabine. I
Yeah.
think Sabine is fine.
Yeah, like Ollie said before, like it's not rebalancing. It's
changing.
Yeah,
changing.
yeah.
Was it you?
It was
Yeah.
Jasper. Yeah.
It was Jasper. Yeah.
I think it's optimistic to suggest everything's just going to suddenly be
Reload
balanced.
target lock.
Yeah.
Reload
It's
target
never
lock.
going to be
No.
balanced.
No, there's always ships that are better than others.
They'll tweak a few
Oh,
things.
is he?
Is it?
Sure thing.
Yeah,
All right.
okay, all right.
Okay.
Not wanting to get shot, fair enough. I think.
Yeah, I think Death Rain is like, unless John turns the turret towards him, he's good. Yeah, but, she
why
will.
wouldn't you turn the turret towards him? She has a focus banked. Like,
And he's on one half, so
yeah.
I don't see him shooting. That's,
He has a structural damage as well, so he can't. Ah, there we go. Nora goes away.
yeah.
See you later.
So, blinded pilots? That's what you're
Yeah.
hoping for, right? On the crit. Or she
Yeah.
doesn't have a fuel leak, so you can't kill her in one go.
Yeah, but she can go. No.
Then blinded pilot failing to kill Death Rain. I mean, Nora's in torpedo range from Death Rain. But
Yeah, but well,
Jan Ors
I
is,
don't expect that he will live.
That's basically, do you want to boost out of the proton bomb, or do you want to just kill Death Rain?
For a boost? Yeah.
He can
Boost
boost.
will take you out. It's whether that'll block wedge.
There's the turret.
No,
There's
like
the
just
turret.
eat it.
So turret's backwards. Range, not sure.
I.
But you just need a hit, right?
I'll be range 1.
It's range 1. It's
You need a single bit of paint.
yeah,
And
any.
any paint at all will fix that. Okay, so
He will deny
I
shooting.
don't think he's in range. We get wedge though.
Yeah, wedges in.
Uh,
Wedges in.
Oh, check. Oh!
Yeah,
that's in.
and then
Maybe.
he's in.
But wedge will take a shield,
Yep.
right?
So that's
That was not in. Weapons failure.
So weapons
Oh!
failure on Jan. Ouch.
Why is Wedge stressed? That's a good question.
Very good question. I'm
Uh,
not sure.
They
Wedge should not be stressed,
he
right?
went too
What do you
forward.
do? 2 forwards?
Two forwards.
Yeah.
Did they just forget?
Did he forget to remove the stress?
Not unheard of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
leave it be.
Yeah, sure. All right.
Oh. Yeah, that okay. Thanks,
Oh,
Paul.
did he?
Yeah, we have
So
at least we
there's-
have on chat
Did he?
people.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
okay.
So he forgot he was stressed and did a red maneuver.
That's
Yeah.
a dead Death Rain, I think.
Yeah, John has weapons failure, so that's that.
No.
Paul Heaver said, "I don't believe you," and that was correct.
Yeah, that's okay. At least we have somebody competent watching this. Yeah, but okay, that swings it a lot.
Forgetting you are stressed.
Man.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
if he got proton under the shields, that would be huge. But
Yeah.
just one shield is not.
Okay, so Death Rain goes.
Yeah.
Do you
I'm
know
not-
what? Do you know? I think Andreas could actually take this.
I think this is the game.
Yeah.
It's.
I'm.
It depends on the next torpedo from Redline.
So Redline is very healthy, but
So is Wedge.
Andreas still has all of his ships on the table. They're hurting, but they're all on the table.
Yeah, and basically they can be one-shotted, each one of them.
I think it depends on this bomber.
Yeah.
If the bomber and Redline get to shoot, then
Can you imagine the situation on the table that the bomber just evades every arc?
well, I think the bomber this turn does a hard 3 and a barrel roll towards the dice tray, right?
Yeah.
So the bomber just gets away from Sabine as much as possible. Sabine can't do her pre-move because she's stressed. So she is doing what, like a 2 forward maybe? So the bomber can get away. Redline does a hard 2, and then next turn, because Wedge and Jan have to turn around, and they're the healthy ones, well, relatively. So also Janors is now down to 2 health.
2 health with
Yeah,
weapons
yeah.
failure.
So anything apart from Wedge, a single good shot from the bomber can kill. So whilst Andreas is up, he is not won this.
No, not barring one shot.
Well, Redline still has he has all of his protons.
No.
Hasn't well, it says so.
He reloaded.
Yeah, yeah.
He reloaded after just going
Yep.
nowhere.
Yep, yep.
So that's
So here's the. Yeah, so red line can take a ship off the table.
yeah. It's a question of how much damage will
He takes on the way. So
Yeah.
Andreas needs to be very, very careful to make sure that when he comes back in, all of his ships are together. Because if he does it one by one, he'll just lose them.
Yeah, but you saw him flying. I think he knows that.
Yeah, yeah, he does.
But, you know, Simon got more than we wagered from his death rain. That's for
Yeah,
sure.
he did. Although he did and he didn't. He didn't actually do any damage. He was just a distraction, right? Sorry, I was very close to the microphone there. I apologize if I broke your ears.
Yeah, the Punisher is just like re-emerging. Yeah, the players use all of the board. They were everywhere. It's Rebels will just go away. Okay, the red line is preparing to get in weapons loaded. Would you reload a proton bomb now?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
you would.
Yeah,
I think you
because-
you reload. Just give yourself more options.
Yeah, because
So as you can see, he has reloaded.
yeah, but the question is, we don't know what he reloaded. I would go for a bomb.
It's the proton bomb.
Yeah.
They've
Oh.
just updated it.
Oh, okay.
So Redline has 2 torpedoes and 1 bomb.
Yeah.
So Vila just popped in and said hi after his amazing game against Andreas in
Yes.
the top 4.
Oh, that was a corker.
Oh,
Yeah.
super,
So good.
super good.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
can you see
Actually-
can you see Sabine just going away here?
Like free heart somewhere.
Well,
Thing is,
she
Red
has a target lock on her.
Redline's going to take a couple of turns, right?
Or one turn, just one turn to come around. That's all. That's
but
all
Wedge
he's
is
doing.
coming back. That's
Yeah.
So, Andreas has a bit of time to reposition and get ready.
yeah. But the thing is, if Simon goes like one bank and barrel roll with a Punisher, he can like threaten.
Why not just hard 2?
Just to be pointing up where the rebels are at the moment?
No, fair enough.
Yeah, because he wants to threaten with this proton bomb.
Yeah, this is true. I mean, do you think that yeah, because with 2 health, like
Yeah, even Wedge is like wary if he's near a proton bomb, and this could like swing it.
Yeah. I just for those of you paying attention, I'm not sure if anyone can hear, but the multi-crow. There we go. It's just changed. So yeah, with 2 health on all 3 ships, it's yeah, a proton bomb will do a lot of damage.
Yeah, because there is not a shield between between all the rebel ships. So now Redline has really, with 1 reload, put himself back in the mix. Yeah, because too hard would just you would restrict yourself with this rock.
But can you? I mean, so if it was me, with Sabine here, I think there's 2 options. You barrel roll and hard 2 left, so away from the ships, or you do a boost forwards and then 4 forwards. Try and go past red line and get shots on the bomber.
Yeah, that's
Because if you get close, you get good shots. I mean, if you get lucky, you can even pilot skill kill them.
whoa.
Yeah, see? So if Sabine is dialed in a 4 forwards, that's range 1 of the bomber with the boost.
Okay. But still, Redline can.
Oh, it's a
Pilots.
barrel roll. Ooh, is it the hard 2?
Yeah.
If he's dialed in the hard 2, then the bomber could catch it here. So this is one of those 50-50 moments.
Yeah.
So he's done the roll. He takes the evade, and then he does a 1
Whoa.
forwards.
So now, if Redline is not making, whoa,
Just put it wherever you want. It's fine.
Okay.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
God.
Like,
That's like half a base closer.
Jesus.
no, don't judge.
No, no, we've all done it. It's
Yeah.
just-
Now, if that's a hard 2, he's just put Sabine down in
Yeah.
So
Okay.
he's put Sabine down in range
Okay.
of Redline, whereas before she probably wasn't in range of Redline.
Oh no.
And she may have even got the rock.
He
I don't
could
know.
have still
That's,
boosted and target locked. Why not?
Oh man.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, but that's clinch.
so. It's as long as Redline does 4, just take the focus. Take the focus. If as long as Redline does 4 damage here, then Sabine's dead before she shoots. Yeah, there we go.
Focus and target lock.
Focus and lock. Well, Wedge has boosted, so Wedge is gonna struggle to come around that rock. That's
He moved the target lock. Okay. Yeah.
just do what you want. It's fine. It's not as if you're on stream. Yeah, it's this has been a long day.
Yeah, it's
The Hawk
The
circling
Hawk's
around.
back around. That Hawk is taking a proton bomb. Like,
Yeah.
when? Not now.
don't boost. You're not in range. You'll just get a stress.
Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is with unguided is Bomber shoots after Sabine.
But
so
it has 3 health. It's still dangerous.
yeah. Okay. So.
Oh, hello. Does Nora have proton torp still?
Mm,
Yes. Yes,
Yes.
she does. Oh,
Okay.
that bomber is in trouble.
okay.
So Wedge
Wedge is
running.
everybody.
So,
But that's the thing we
Boosting.
said before. At this moment, the rebel ships have to cluster a bit
Yeah.
more,
Yeah.
not to come in trickles.
here it
Yeah.
comes.
Well, okay.
So Andreas has got his
That was
Sabine.
comfortably in range, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
It,
Yeah,
it was
either
it
way.
was in range beforehand.
I don't
Either
think
way.
it mattered. Yeah.
Okay, so now
we
Simon
go.
needs. that's
okay,
what
he needs to re-roll the 1,
That's
and
all he needs.
75% chance.
Whoa.
It's a blank.
Oh, spend the focus.
Yeah, that's
It's a
what
blank.
he does.
Let's see if it's 2 symbols or not.
Yeah, that's okay.
It's a blank.
It's a blank.
She's dead.
No,
No.
she has an
Oh, no,
blank
she's
Takes one.
got-
She takes 1 crit.
Yeah, she takes a crit, which is structural damage.
structure.
I
Was
think.
it? It's a bit quick there. Was
Yeah,
I
yeah, that
think,
was
yeah.
like
Hey, I was right.
Stunned pilot.
Structural.
It-
Oh, structural damage. Okay, yeah.
That's what you see, like mixing
Oh.
chess with poker. He just showed the card and
Oh,
flipped
it's
it.
off the board.
He's off the board.
That was a direct.
Oh, okay. So I said structural and they put structural. So it was a
Yeah.
direct.
Or maybe she had 1 less hull than.
One
Possibly,
pass.
but
Was it a
she's-
direct?
It may have been.
Wrong. Oh,
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 Okay.
wrong stats. Okay.
thank you, one pass.
okay, there we go.
Okay.
Okay.
That's, we
Now,
got confused. You got confused. Everybody gets confused. So now Redline just puts himself just.
I think
in-
Redline puts himself in torpedo range of
just
Nora.
in the valley.
Ah.
In the valley here, so he threatens Proton.
What do you think with the bomber? Do you just go away? I think the bomber. If the bomber comes in, the bomber takes a torpedo this turn.
Yeah.
So I would hard 2 for Nora. It's hard to judge range, but I think with the bomber, I would 2 forwards and barrel backwards.
This is going to be a savage joust, isn't it?
Oh man!
Yeah,
Because
that's-
Just brutal.
Yeah, but it.
So if you're Andreas, do you turn in or do you bank in?
I think you have to turn in with Nora because she has the proton torp.
I think if you 2 turn, you open yourself up to getting torped back.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
But if you bank, then
If you bank, you're just waiting another turn and hoping that the Punisher doesn't go fast.
yeah, but if you bank,
I think because he moves second and the Hawk has a boost action. If Nora does the hard 2,
Wow.
she's fine. Wedge can get if Nora does a hard 2, Wedge can get away with hard 2 boost.
I think we're coming to.
Well, that's the thing, Phil. If yes, it's better for the bomber. Okay, so the bomber is committing to Jan here.
Which.
That
yeah.
seems misguided.
Well, wherever Jan goes, the bomber can
Yeah,
now
but
hit
if
her.
Redline goes really fast and target locks Nora,
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can't pilot skill kill though.
So Redline has no torps, right?
Redline has one torp.
One
no,
torp.
no,
Redline has one torp.
One torp. His.
no. On the overlay,
Oh.
Yeah.
it's got one proton bomb.
Oh, he reloaded. Okay. So
he reloads.
yeah, sure. So is he just looking to buy time with the bomb?
Oh, he reloads.
There's the hard two. Yeah, the bomber's gone this turn.
Mm.
No.
It's got 3
O-
health.
only if Nora gets a shot in.
And maybe he just wants to get rid of.
I mean, we saw last turn that.
So the thing is, if you're Nora, do you waste the proton bomb, the proton torpedo, to kill that bomber?
I think you fire Jan first to see what happens.
Yeah, you fire Jan first, and then you could boost Nora's primary.
Yeah,
if necessary.
Has Jan still got her arc facing backwards?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Okay.
feel like it would have been better to.
But-
I know you get the target lock, but is it better
Okay,
to
so
move it?
next turn there is
Next turn is a
100%.
proton bomb.
100% a proton bomb.
Yeah.
And Andreas sees it.
sees that.
He knows
See-
it's coming, so
Yeah, might as well not run into it.
Would a bank have been better from Redline? But a bank puts you closer and probably gets you
Yeah,
a
but
torpedo.
I
from
yeah.
the
But
back.
if
I think Simon also is like preparing for that, and I think he will launch a proton.
because if he'd done a bank, then he opens up the left flank.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what do you think about
So
launching the
what's-
proton and just barreling
This
sideways
is 3 hits.
and stopping?
So we have. He can't because he's not death rain.
So the
Oh,
bomber
yeah, okay.
takes.
The bomber takes
yeah.
only a single crit from a triple hit. What was the crit? We can't see.
Wait, who rolled triple hit?
That was Jan. So Jan shot first.
Jan should be rolling 2 dice.
Oh.
Weapons failure.
No, was it a weapons failure? No, it's flipped. That's what she did the previous turn. She flipped the weapons.
Can you flip?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Can
You can flip a weapons failure now.
Yeah.
It's the only two that you cannot are the structural damage
Okay.
and engine.
All right. So he shoots now with Nora.
Did he not shoot the torps, or is that the torps?
I think he shut the torps.
So
He
2
shot
damage
the
and a dead
torps.
bomber. I think that's a blank, right?
Yeah, it's a that blank and it's like something.
Thank you, Simon, for trying.
Yeah.
Dead bomber or a live bomber?
Dead
That
bomber.
bomber.
Dead bomber. There we go.
Yeah, he was too quick. If he just like.
Okay. So now it's.
It's the same situation as the last game, but Andreas is on much lower health,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and he has a proton bomb to deal with.
Yeah, but every crit hurts now. So
Yeah. If
He-
one of those crits on a ship is a double damage, then suddenly, bam.
yeah, now he controls the board with Redline because he launches a proton to prevent Nora for just casually strolling in.
The thing is, like, if you're Andreas here, right? So Andreas 3 bank with a hawk.
Yeah.
The Y-wing. If he has a barrel roll, he can get out the trajectory.
Yeah. But
But
still,
that stops him from firing torpedoes.
Yeah.
So-
he hasn't.
Sure.
The other problem is if Redline throws something here, he doesn't have advanced.
So Simon needs to kill something with a proton bomb, and shoot a torpedo,
I think.
and make the torpedo count.
Yeah, I think the wrong move here is to launch a bomb.
Do you
because
think?
you take the bomb. If you launch the bomb here, you take it. There's a Punisher will hit it unless you're turning.
But he will wang bang.
You can barrel roll.
Yeah, but then
No
you've
target
only-
lock.
You've got a target lock on the Hawk, and that's it.
He needs to do
And
something now.
if Andreas is, if I was Andreas, I would 3-bank boost the Hawk.
Do you think the proton bomb is too obvious? Throwing
Yeah.
it is too obvious.
Like right now, it's not going to get anything.
Yeah, it's telegraphed that
You
it's
can-
going there.
you can
I
use
don't
it
know if they
much better
have
next time.
the charges they have.
I think
all-
it's correct. Yeah.
It's 1-on-1, I think.
So one
yeah.
charge for each.
No, because he reloaded at least twice. So
He reloaded 1 proton and 1 proton, I think, one of each.
Yeah. So okay. Red light versus the world. yeah.
Hey, Vila.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, we've seen this as well, but it's entertaining. That's one thing you can say about this game for sure. It's really entertaining.
It is a great game. It's been 2 really nice games.
I think every game today was to some degree like very good.
There was a lot of things learned from the quick ones, and
Yeah.
a lot of very good play from these ones.
Yeah.
And it's nice to see two players still taking it to this level after such a long couple of days. Like nationals are hard. They're really hard to do at this
Yeah,
this
and this
time of
field
day.
was brutal.
So I said earlier it was about 95 players. It was actually 112.
Well, there we go.
I think the
By
112
the
was
end, there was
registered.
112.
Was it 112 registered?
116 registered.
112 registered.
Ah, there we go.
And 99 played.
Oh,
99
played.
played.
Okay.
Not
Oh.
quite 100.
Whoa.
Oh, he's blocking.
Oh, that's.
He's going for the block. You can boost and target lock, right?
Oh.
But would you boost and target lock because it gives you a stress?
Boost and target lock wedge and see what happens. And
Oh, but that's a range one wedge with Jan boosting it. That's a lot
So
of
it depends
damage.
because Jan's turret is actually pointing backwards.
I know. So if Jan just
Which is pretty good.
if Jan gets blocked, if Jan gets
Ah,
blocked on red line
that's-
now, then
that's
it
all
has
in.
gone for the target lock.
Takes
It's
the
all
lock.
in.
Takes the lock.
That's- Yeah. Have to respect Simon for that.
God.
Yeah. That's a
Whoa,
ballsy move.
That's a block.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was. I
Okay,
was
so
trying
wedge doesn't get boosted,
Oh, that's good.
and if
What?
no,
Oh.
you can see Simon's hand there. It was like no, 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 no.
Unless he
Okay.
does some strange barrel thingy.
So
Oh, that was so good.
so wedge will not get a boosted shot. Is Nora
Nora-
crashing? Nora gets shot.
Oh,
Stop moving the template so quickly.
yeah. That's
So
one thing.
Nora does a 1 forward, takes the target.
Again, kiddies, like, respect your opponent, give him a chance to look at it.
Yep. And wedge.
Wedge.
Well, wedge gets shot. Does
Well,
he?
Wedge gets a shot as well.
Yeah. Does he barrel? They target.
Oh
locks.
yeah, again.
Okay.
Okay. So
Okay,
red
so
So if Redline survives this, there is a proton bomb.
yeah, so Andreas rolls 4, so that'll be with Wedge.
Oh man.
And then-
that's 4 hits. That's painful.
But Jan cannot boost Nora's shot.
And
no.
my question is now, do you try to kill Nora with primary?
Okay, so
What
that
is that?
was
Can't tell.
can't tell.
It's a nose, like damage sensor or something.
Yeah. Something.
No,
damage
you
sensor,
don't try and kill Nora
Damage
with primary
sensor.
because if you shoot Nora right now, then what do you do? Like 1?
Alright, so red line,
Yeah. The thing is,
Redline shoots wedge.
yeah.
Oh, 3 hits.
no, he.
Damage sensor. Okay. That is
Takes 2,
2 damage or 3 damage.
2 or 3.
Oh man, he didn't have to spend the lock.
And then Nora
If he survives
Yeah,
this.
but see that. Whoa.
Oh,
takes
target
one
locks.
shot.
Whoa.
2 blanks.
Whoa. Whoa.
1 evade.
It's. Don't know.
That's 1 more damage, I think. 3, yeah, 1 more damage. So, what's coming next turn? Torpedoes and proton bombs. Because the case. Oh no, he'd stressed himself.
Who?
Who?
He boosted a target lock, right? So redline is stressed. So he boosted and target locked.
Doesn't he get a target lock just like that?
Oh no, it's redline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Sorry.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
See, the screen
yeah.
is catching up. There we go.
Yeah.
This, I'm bad at this game.
Oliver
It's fine.
Poppin is bad at this game.
Yeah.
So basically, what I've no, I think he re-rolled an eyeball.
Yeah, I think it was an eyeball.
So what
So-
we've decided this weekend is that I should have been flying Redline and not Death Rain. So-
So,
man.
Yeah. From O's and A's
Oh my god.
back to
This
something
is-
substantial.
substantial.
like
So,
this turn, proton
is-
bomb
Right,
and
so
torpedoes.
that was a great move by Simon, getting in that close.
Yeah.
he
but
almost
if-
crashed Nora as well.
Yeah, if he crashed Nora, that would be like, wow.
thanks,
the-
thanks, Paul. Yeah,
So
proton
the,
bomb.
so the
3
proton
directions.
bomb is coming.
I think Nora has to turn away. She can't
Yeah,
K-turn. She
everybody-
can't K-turn onto a proton bomb. She has to turn to the right, and then Wedge also has to go away. He had like
Do you think? Do you expect Redline to turn around here?
yeah, okay, every day.
So in that case, isn't a Talon roll with Wedge the best move?
Yes. Probably. Yeah, because you can boost it, and he spent the target lock, so it's naked dice. But if you get 3 out of 5 hits, because you'll be in range, you might not be in range 1. Oh, it's gamble.
No, it won't be in range 1.
It's a big gamble. I mean, if you just go cool, 3 hits out of hand, you win the game, right?
Yeah.
But if not,
that's tricky.
you can blank, and then Wedge is facing the wrong way, and the red line chases down the other ones.
Yeah,
That's the
well,
proton. So
that's
that was the least surprising thing of the day.
When Wedge attacked
Wiggle it,
Redline,
wiggle it, wiggle it.
did Redline roll defense dice?
No, because it's Wedge.
Yeah, I was
It's
checking.
Wedge.
Wedge rolled what, 4?
Oh, stop. No, but then he doesn't have ablative plating anymore.
Yeah, that's not good.
See, the thing is,
That's
damage.
a 4K, yeah.
See, he's got damage sensor, so I would probably not do the.
Yeah, you're not getting actions anyway, right? So
Yeah. Right.
okay.
And Wedge drops a proton bomb. What?
yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh my god. I played against a Hawk over the weekend with a proton bomb, and that is scary, man.
Okay,
Hawk's
so...
oh yeah, Hawk just goes. Oh, Hawk is stuck. He's gonna boost, obviously.
Yeah, boost. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
And this is what Andreas did in his last game on stream. Just get the Hawk away,
Yeah.
so you're not losing it automatically.
However, last game on stream would have just ended.
Yeah, last game on stream was shorter. You're
Yes.
right.
Okay. Now
So
he has
does he? Well, he barrel rolls here, right?
Yeah.
So he's getting shot without any mods.
But
But where is Wedge gone? So I think Wedge has done the. Yeah, Wedge just fucks off. Sorry, language.
So boost. I don't know if that will get you out of arc.
Yeah, but he doesn't shoot Wedge here, does he? He shoots Nora.
Why?
Well,
he's got the lock on
torpedoes.
Wedge.
Yeah,
he's got
yeah,
the lock on Wedge, so if he has him in range, that's like...
So do you link to focus?
No, you don't stress yourself here. So bomb has gone.
So you just take the proton
I think
torpedo?
you just shoot Nora here. He's
If
decided
Wedge
he's
is-
staying there. So it's you get a judge and you call an arc.
Oh.
If just get the judge to do
Get the
it.
judge.
Judge.
No, it's in, right? It's in.
Is this in?
It's in. Whoa, that's a twist.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay.
And that is only one hit.
One
But
hit, spin the
target
lock. Okay, one crit.
He's dead wedge.
That's a dead wedge.
Dead
He's
wedge.
done it. He's got 4 hits.
Dead wedge.
Our focus didn't matter then.
Because
No.
right now, he has to flip the damage sensor, but he can reload as well. So he can 1 forward and reload and target lock onto Nora.
Yikes. Simon looks like he's just peed his pants. He looks nervous.
Whoa. Yeah,
So,
if you wanted some twists and turns in the game,
God, that was that K-turn. So
yeah,
okay, so
the K-turn
here's-
was obvious. The previous move was like golden.
Here's the question then. Here's the question. He has a damage sensor, so he cannot do any other action apart from a focus, but he has a target lock on Jan.
Yeah.
So do you reload?
Yeah, you just go for 1 forward reload, right?
Yeah, but
No,
then but then you
Okay,
can't
go,
reload.
You go 1 forward, flip the damage sensor.
Yeah, and then wait for Nora to come back around and torpedo you? Because she still has a torp. She doesn't have a lock yet, but she has torp.
She will have a lock.
And or do you like 2 forward boost? Do you just gun for the Hawk? I think not, because the Hawk is going to shoot you out the buttock.
Welcome to the chat, Ola.
Hey, hola! Good to see you. Thank you for the game yesterday. It was really fun.
Okay. Cheers. So,
Okay. So I think those were all the right moves from Andreas, right?
Yeah, but do you think the proton was wasted?
No,
No.
it forced him to go away.
Kills Wedge, easy.
Yeah, but
you needed to do it.
If ever he thought that he would have protoned, right? So if for some reason
Oh, you mean the
Andreas,
bomb?
yeah,
The bomb.
Yeah,
if Andreas had gone for the double bluff, and K turned his ships, and Simon had gone, well, I'm going to go for the double bluff, and
Because the
not
point
drop
is,
the
it
proton.
wasn't about hitting anything. But it was about forcing Jan to boost, so she's stressed.
Yeah,
Forcing Nora to barrel roll, so she's stressed.
because if Jan hadn't boosted there, she would just hard to.
Yeah.
Or K-turn.
But the Hawk can't. But
No, but the Hawk could have turned around quicker.
Yeah, yeah,
Nora
exactly.
could have K-turned.
Yeah.
exactly. So do you
So-
reload? I
No, you
think-
can't. You have to flip damage sensor.
Yeah, flip down sensor and get the target lock on the Y-wing, right?
Yeah, why not?
Because you can.
Do you get a target lock if you
Yes, you
damage
do. It's
sen-
acquire.
Yeah.
It's not. It's not an action. You just get it.
You just get it, so you
So
just
he
get another.
he checks it, and there we go. There's it. Yeah, sure.
So, okay.
So
Yeah.
Ollie's being called away by a judge for cheating on stream. I don't know. Like,
Something like that. So now it's really tense. It's 3 damage on red line versus 4 damage on the on the rebels.
yeah. So the Hawk clears the stress, picks up the second focus.
Yeah. So Nora will probably pick up a target lock.
Clear the stress. I don't know if you're in range. But you kind of want the target lock because you want to be able to 4K next turn, right?
Yeah. It's. Oh. Whoa. Are you in range? Is she in range?
Did he reload? Oh
No,
no, he flipped.
the
right?
damage sensor.
Oh my! He's in range.
Here's a question:
Is he not in range?
Not
Does
in range.
Nora not have a disabled power regulator?
No, it flips after you get the first ion. So
Uh,
she got
yeah.
the ion. She did the
Oh,
ion.
yeah,
move.
okay,
Okay,
So
so
she
it
should
should
have
be-
flipped it down.
Yeah. You can remove the disabled power regulator. Just cross it out.
Yeah. They'll
work
figure it out.
Everyone on the stream knows. The players know.
Yeah,
The players know what's going on. It's
Yeah,
fine.
that's fine. But yeah, will free half on
really,
red line.
really important point here though is that Nora didn't have a target lock, so she can't. If she K turns, she can't just fire torpedoes back at red line, but red line can fire torpedoes at her.
But she can fire just.
Yeah, if
just
it's
boosted.
range. Well, no, because he has to reload.
Yeah. So he one forward.
He has to
reloads.
reload here. So
Yeah, he reloads.
Nora does the 4K here, right?
Does she? Does she just one forward target lock?
4K.
Yeah, 4K.
Because now she can go.
Oh,
Because red line moves first.
Yep. Did he reload a proton bomb or a proton torpedo? Yeah, torpedo.
Torpedo,
I
obviously.
it would have been hilarious if
Yeah.
he reloaded the proton bomb.
Yeah.
And just
so
like, here, have one of these.
Yeah, but it's legit.
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely.
okay, so now he's in. So Andreas has got the Hawk in position, right?
Oh, wow.
So the Hawk can do a 3 bank and get a shot.
And boost,
now,
3 bank boost.
The most important thing, he can boost primary if he wants to.
Yeah, if he wants to.
See, because normally the play would be you boost in close with red line, right? And don't take a torpedo and then. Oh no, it's
but-
actually. What's better? I don't know.
But you
He doesn't need to move
at
the
this
turret.
moment, like a proton bomb here,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
just below, no, like just.
It would be.
Yeah, that would be a game changer because
Yeah,
if
yeah.
he reloads
A proton bomb, yeah.
torpedoes, but torpedoes go in same initiative, and there is no way of.
Yeah.
Well, Andreas is just looking to trade here, right? He trades Nora for red line, he wins.
Yeah, does Nora get free?
So red line moves in.
And
1 forward.
Does he just focus?
Yeah, sure. Why not, right?
He just plays the dice, right?
So Nora
See, I
Nora
think-
goes in, gets a target lock.
Yeah, but red line shoots first, and if he gets
Same initiative though.
yeah, but
well, they're-
weapons
they're
failure
all-
and blinded
Okay,
pilot.
Sure, whatever. But okay, so
That's
go up,
I think
take
the
the lock.
best one you can hope for is the blinded pilot.
and then Jan.
Jan
Can Jan
cannot-
actually get it? No, because
Nora's blocked her. It's 3 bank.
obviously you 3 bank, but
is that a?
You can't
it's
boost
an arc,
past.
right? It's an arc though.
it's in arc. But
I mean, surely Andreas kills the Punisher here.
yeah, it's
don't
the
know, though.
block on Nora a few turns later
Yeah,
before
I
was.
think- So if you are,
okay, the Punisher dies, right?
if you're, well, does it? If
Oh,
you're,
this is so
if you're red line, I think
Okay.
you.
Right, here
you
we go.
Have to try and
Simon
do,
first.
Do you shoot the hawk?
No, you shoot the thing you have. No, you shoot.
You
You shoot the thing with the proton
Yeah,
torpedo
he's, so
coming
he's
back
keeping
at you.
he's keeping the focus.
Whoa.
Double blank.
Okay.
So,
Double
crit and
blank.
crit. I think it's the correct decision to keep the focus.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so Nora needs an evade.
That's a red dice.
No, because Nora has. Yeah, Nora needs an evade. Gets it.
And what's there?
Takes a crit.
Double damage?
It was a lot of text, so it wasn't double damage.
Fury.
that-
Oh, the irony.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's harsh. I mean, I don't
And-
think it will matter, but it's.
Whoa,
What
what's
was that?
Oh, that's Hulk.
Well, bye bye dice cam. Can someone fix the dice cam?
Ah, that's.
So we
Does
can't
this-
see what's going on anymore. We
does
have no. Oh, there we go.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, the hawk shot some dice or something.
Something
Ah,
happens. That's this is the hawk.
No, this is Nora.
This is Nora.
This is Hulk.
I think this is hawk. So
Okay.
hawk gets 3. Redline gets 2. Redline says double evade. Thank you very much. Takes a crit.
Hang on, what happened there? Did Nora not shoot the proton torpedo?
I
Maybe
think
he-
Nora maybe shot a primary. Fuel leak.
Okay.
So
Was Nora out of torpedoes or
was that?
Yeah, that's
If Nora
like.
was out of torpedoes,
what happened there?
It was Nora out of torpedoes.
Because
Wampas.
Nora could not have shot the primary because then
Yeah,
Jan would
just-
be stressed.
Yeah, just call
Cold
like.
dice or
Yeah, helping Wampa. Okay.
yeah.
So that's because if that had been a dead Nora there. Oh my god.
It must have been a proton torp, right? Otherwise Jan would have boosted the shot.
Yeah.
So maybe we just didn't see the fourth die.
Red line only took 1. That's a fuel leak.
Yeah, but that's. Whoosh.
Wow.
How do you. Because Nora just 4Ks. Why not?
I think does he just go for the 4K because it still says proton torpedo on Nora.
Why did Nora roll 2 dice?
Yeah, that's the question.
Like it should have at least been 3, right?
Yeah. Because you can just Jan it, and if Jan is just going to do a 1 back this turn, surely. Like, why wouldn't you?
She's out of torps.
Okay.
Can we? Oh, there we go.
Okay.
We've changed it.
But so Jan didn't.
Jan didn't boost it.
Jan,
Okay.
okay.
Sure.
Fair enough.
All right. So yeah, the overlay was wrong. Nora was out of torps, and he decided not to use Jan.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, don't you wish you had a proton bomb here?
Yeah, but getting back, if he just proton bombed here, forgot the torp, he would just force everybody to do. She would eat the proton torp because.
Just how painful is that? Only getting. I know you rerolled the focuses, but
Okay,
how
so
painful is
what
it?
does Simon do here? Does he try to go in for a bump?
If I think the hawk will probably crash into the back of the Y-wing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he can choose the movement order.
Yeah. Okay, that's a red move. First of all.
Yeah. So plays for block, right? But he can try and bump with.
I think if it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4K.
4K in 1 bag. Oh damn, that's a good game.
No, that's whoa.
Yeah.
4K was. I would have
Gone right.
right
Yeah,
and
boost.
boosted and.
Yeah,
There's-
but the
there's
hawk
the
will
one bank.
the hawk will catch you. There
That's
it
the 1 forwards.
is.
Yeah, that's why he did the 1 forwards.
Target lock.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. I think he tilted himself after the torpedo. He was just like, I need to do something crazy to
Yeah.
get out of this.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
but
range 1 hawk. No, range 1. He's boosting Nora. Rolls 4 blanks.
Oh my god. Hey, this game is not over.
Oh god.
This game is not over yet.
Range 1 hawk.
Yeah, that's range 1.
Target
It's a
lock.
blank.
2.
It's not a crit, right? It's
No.
not a crit. If
No,
he
no.
rolls if he rolls a paint, he can dodge this. Go red line. Oh my god.
Wow.
He's
If-
shaking.
have you ever seen a tensor? Wow.
Oh.
Oh my god. So
That
those
was-
of you watching at home,
that
that
was-
was one of the best
wow.
finals that we've ever seen.
At least recorded ones.
Wow. I'm gonna say well done to
yeah.
Simon.
Yeah.
We will be back in 2 seconds.
And we'll bring them here.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, boys. If there's anyone left on stream, they're gonna get Andreas and Simon on to interview for a little bit. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
They'll be there. We'll be there in a second.
Oh yeah, and thank you to Jesper for commentating. He needs to go and see his grandma, so
Yeah.
we'll let him go.
Things and things.
You know,
We will
I love
just.
you all, but judging with you three in my ear, having three
just
drunk
put-
angels.
I'm so
I
sorry.
did. Last game, I realized you had it in your ear. When you looked at us, that was the moment I. Oh,
I was like,
okay.
sorry. Jesus. Nobody wants that.
No.
And he can't turn it off either.
Yeah, okay, so we just realized that Judge was plugged in all the time,
So he had to listen to us, which
Yeah.
sucks for him. But
but he had his phone turned off.
yeah.
Okay,
man.
so we are hoping to get Simon here. Yeah,
Great to see you guys.
Jay.
See you at the airport later.
Pleasure.
I'll check you later, man.
Enjoy.
Okay, when are you flying out?
Same flight as me.
So
It's 10 past 10.
okay, so we will be going through later on. Yeah, okay.
When's your flight?
10 to 9, so I will jiffing off and then sitting in the airport closely. Okay, nobody.
I'm just gonna go to the toilet quickly. And then...
I will get Simon.
Yeah.
Simon! Come on! Come on, Shadow! 186 finest. Okay. Okay.
Hey, grab a seat. Grab a seat, man, wherever you want.
Here?
Yeah, yeah.
Can we get the
We're just gonna sort out a camera. Take a time to chill. We'll do Simon, and then yeah. That's such a good game.
And you know, I'm the Yoda because I teach him how, and my brother won the other.
Do you know what the problem is? Is now we have to play each other in like the online league, so
Yeah.
I'm scared.
You weren't before?
Nah.
Never broke a sweat.
I saw the crazy rebel list. We were flying, and I was like, oh, that won't be too bad. Now you see it, it's like.
All that great rebels can fly.
Exactly. It's as the stream is just saying, it's great to see a rebel list win.
Yeah.
Really good rebel.
So many scum and imperialists and rebels wins.
Where is? Where is USB here?
I got a pretty nice picture of you right after that the turn with the protoss, right? Like when they, like when you got one of them. I can't remember which one you got out. Like
Not that side,
you
not
got
that
from
side, but that
52
Yeah,
ships.
it's
on the-
until you
wedge
plug
out.
it in
Yeah, right
once
at the
in-
applause.
It's undecided state. Until you plug it.
That was a pretty tense game.
It was. We went
There we go.
very one-sided
Can you
all of a
switch to this
sudden, and then I managed to swing it back.
Yeah, that was so
Can you switch
cool.
to this camera so we... Yeah. Okay, we'll just... Okay, do we see each other? No, not yet.
Oh, hard stop.
Yeah. Okay. Hello world. You don't see us?
Is it on?
No, it's... don't know how to say it's on.
You won.
Still not on.
Have we got the webcam sorted?
Yes, we got it.
Thank you guys.
So
Right.
grab a chair.
Let's.
grab a
I got
chair.
the high chair now.
Yeah, you got a high chair, so you will see Ollie.
We're rotating.
Yeah. Popular demand.
Yes, yes. It's the people's choice, right?
Okay, so Simon, we haven't bothered you whole day, but now now you have to tell us all. So you're top 2 in Nordics. How does it feel?
Exhausting, to be honest.
I can imagine looking at you at this final. You like didn't want to be there.
Yeah, no. I didn't mind being there. It was exhausting getting there.
Yeah.
Really?
Because
There were twists and turns like that much landing on the rock.
like, because we were, well, just on the way there, like looking at all of your games on the way through, it looked like every single one was really close. So most of them went to time as well.
Yeah, I'm not the fastest of players, to be honest. But when I get going, I get going.
Yeah.
And,
Okay. So, what your plan was to get Sabine, and what is your approach to this game?
My approach was to try and take Sabine and basically minimise as much damage from the other three and just try and keep out of their way.
So
just
are we
pepper them
right?
with
Are we right that you would, if you didn't clip the rock, you would attempted a barrel roll? Because no, you went.
Yeah,
for
so when so that first engagement where Death Rain, he threw the bomb, came forwards, and after the boost and did the 3 bank. What was were obviously you weren't intending to hit the rock, or were you intending just to hit the rock and be there and be annoying?
I wasn't intending to hit the rock.
Yeah.
I was planning to just skip over and then, if possible, do the barrel roll or focus
Yeah.
and just
Just be there.
be there.
No, fair enough. Because it looked like you. So you came in. We weren't really sure where you were going for, and then you engaged hard onto Sabine. It looks as if similar to what Villa did in the previous game, which saw Sabine on her own and just went, right, I'm going to kill that, and then hopefully I can deal with the rest of the list with all of my ships.
Pretty much. I just thought, throw some bombs in,
Yeah.
get some shields, and then that bomb on the side, just a bit too slow getting him in.
It's almost
But I was trying to get him to that sort of to flank,
Yeah.
because I find it's so effective.
Yeah, it was. What was quite interesting to see the comparison of the two lists, because Andreas basically had 2 in a row because he played against yourself with 2 Punishers and 2 Bombers, and then he had played against Villa. Against Villa, who had all of his ships pretty much together apart from the red line down the flank, he was just able to annihilate a bomber pretty much every turn. He picked on one of the bombers, killed it, picked on another bomber. Because you kept your bombers further out, they were around a lot more and harder to kill for him, so your Punishers could really do some dangerous work and almost get the win.
Yeah, I mean, I find the Punishers, they can go down really quickly.
Yeah.
But if you can get in close, maybe try and negate some shots or whatever, and then they tend to survive. I very rarely lose like all the Punishers. Very rarely lose all the bombers as well. Literally, yeah. I mean, to have a barrage rocket bomber sort of in the side, it's just a real annoyance.
Yeah.
You know, I tried to get one around the rock and then this one either side of the rock,
So
and just didn't quite pay off.
I was almost there.
yeah,
And,
it's, in the end he had free hull to go between all his ships, and if you killed Nora, it would be 2 hull on Punisher against 2 hull on Jan.
Yeah, which if you can get your proton torpedo back, that's
Well, that
doable.
was, yeah, it was. I mean, it was literally. I should have just done a hard stop. in the end.
No, I can see why you did the hard 3, because your proton torpedo bounces. You've got to get away. You're fairly sure that if you go up the board, then Jan's going to catch you. So you've got to do something crazy, right? I mean,
That's it. I thought, oh, no one's going to expect that hard 3.
Yeah. No,
So,
absolutely.
if I'd done a red stop, I'd have blocked it. I'd have had a target lock on Jan. So
Yeah. I mean, it's tough. I think so. It was we almost had a final salvo in a national final. Because if Nora had died and then you'd have got a torpedo into Jan and you'd have just killed each other, then you die in the same turn and we would have gone to final salvo.
Yeah, but that's like
It's what ifs.
Yeah.
It's what ifs.
probability, and it just
I didn't even consider that.
Nice.
Yeah,
Just-
you played really like ballsy. Some of the moves you did. Wow.
It completely took us by surprise. I think the move where the two Punishers just came in and blocked everything. Didn't shoot, but it was just like, okay, here's 2 bombs, and here's me stopping you from moving. And yeah, it was glorious to see.
No.
Yeah, it's well, you know, Punishers are just there to like punch things and do damage.
Yeah,
So you know, they're big and cumbersome. Just get in there.
it's nice to see you all, dude. Well done. Seriously, congratulations, and
Thanks.
hey, wish you best luck in the next
Congratulations.
one.
Yeah.
Hey,
We'll
186, represent.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay.
thanks, man. And yeah, well, I wish you best luck in the flight home as well. Enjoy looking around Sweden tomorrow.
That'll be nice. I can relax.
Yeah,
take it
that's a
as-
change.
Good night's sleep. Don't have to worry.
Okay. Can we get Andreas?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks,
And
man.
he played so well.
Yes, you did as
His
well.
dice were amazingly hot. 9, a little bit
It's
hotter.
that last torpedo.
Yeah, if it got us hanging on the edge of the seat, and that's more than you can say about many of the games you see online. So
Yeah.
basically,
It's,
kudos.
everyone on the stream was excited, and it's the best final that anyone has seen in a very long time. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Andrew knows I do unusual moves.
Yes.
Right, thank you.
Hey,
Yeah,
see you later,
thank you
Simon.
again.
Well done.
Cheers.
Right, guys, we're just going to see if we can get Andreas on.
Yeah.
And yeah, go from there.
Okay. So it was amazing tournament. Wampas did a great job. If you ever consider traveling somewhere, Sweden, apart from being a bit expensive,
Yeah,
is, the people are nice. The competition is hot. So what else can you ask for?
Yeah, especially the last few years has been really impressive. I mean, myself and Christoph have been coming over here since 2015.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Okay.
Hi,
It's
Mr.
not
National
about us.
Champion.
Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Welcome again.
Thank you.
Okay, so how was your weekend? You played some X-Wing.
Pretty good.
And as well as that, a Rebel list to win the tournament, which is something that we haven't seen that much in
No.
second edition.
And many people say that Rebel can't win. They are too inferior to the other factions.
Yeah, but you pulled some moves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I pull some ships too.
That's the most important thing. You put your ships were last to stand
Yeah.
on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I always ask Simon,
Mhm.
is this okay to put it here again? So I always checked with
Yeah,
him,
no, it's-
he thought it was
We
right.
Okay.
we understand that, especially like because we saw you on stream twice in a row.
Yeah.
And you could see that one, you were tired, and
Yeah.
like that happens. Like shit's
And I
getting
am
knocked.
very shaky.
Yeah,
shaky-handed.
it's like we're not holding it against you because it's not ill will.
Yeah.
It's just we don't see and don't hear anything which goes on down
Yeah.
there. So sometimes we rush to judgments.
Yeah.
People watching the stream are saying you did something.
Yeah.
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 No,
of
you
course.
didn't.
Of
Yeah,
course. No.
you didn't anything. It's just as you say, tiredness.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. How was your experience with this list? Because have you faced Imperials all the way?
I maybe have played 6 matches in real life,
Yeah.
and maybe 23 on Vassal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have played not exactly that list. I played with Arvel instead.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah, see, that's the one that I've seen.
yeah, but I thought that Arvel was too weak because Sabine can take both focus and evade,
Yeah.
Okay.
and she can do the bumpiness and have free attack reds, and that is good when you have Janors who can trigger her also instead of Wedge.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you range 1 with Sabine, you can get 5 dice with her also.
yeah. There's these things that you
Yeah.
don't think of very
No.
often. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's just a question of what you need at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have played both, not many bombers, but many Punishers.
Yeah.
Okay.
They are everywhere on Vassal also.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
seen them.
Yeah. Everyone
Okay.
is using punishers
Yeah.
at the moment.
So you're saying they're now like a known enemy, and
Yes.
you prepare for them.
Like New Miranda in first edition.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, or
so-
Ghost Fan.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you have played, say, well, as you say, about 30 games,
Yeah.
I would have expected about 10 to 15 of those would be against a Punisher.
Yeah,
So you will have seen a lot of Punishers.
yeah,
Okay, so you knew what to expect, seeing you dodge some of the bombs.
yeah,
So you knew when he puts a bomb
yeah.
in. Okay.
It's I think it's very obvious
Yes.
when the bomb is coming.
Okay.
So,
Sometimes you just bite it, yeah.
Yeah, like Janors when she
Yeah.
just to get the shooting on
Yeah.
Death Rain.
But
I
you
have
kill
to
Death
sacrifice
Rain.
her for that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah, okay, that's one thing
Yeah.
we've seen in your game
Yeah.
and in previous games. You just sacrifice some damage to
Yeah.
to get shots in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So, but I think the hardest counter to this list, to my list, is Boba. Boba is
Yeah.
because my ships want to go in range 1,
And he wants to-
except Nora, and
Yeah.
Boba also wants to go to range 1.
Yes.
yeah. So and then you're up for a fight because
Yeah, and he had re-rolls. I
Yeah.
don't.
yeah. So,
So
you're just
Yeah,
And have you faced any bobas here?
I faced 4 Bobas.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
2-1.
So it was the was it top 16 or top 8 game against Boba?
Both.
Oh wow. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So no, 3 times. No, 4 Bobas.
Yeah.
First in Swiss 2 times.
But-
I lost 1 and won 1.
Yes.
So if you say this is the hardest counter, you still know how to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so because I
we
have,
believe you.
yeah, because usually to Boba you always have like Paylob or
Yeah.
for Loom.
Okay.
They are PS3. I know I can shoot, kill one of those before they can shoot me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just
Yes.
forget Boba for a minute.
I have to soak his damage for a round or 2
Yeah.
to
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's like classic rebel. Like
Yeah.
just you can shoot me,
Yeah.
but you will not kill me. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. No.
Mm.
Nice.
So
Yeah,
And,
we're impressed.
yeah,
Yeah.
so am I.
Hey, well done.
Yeah,
Well
I never
done.
gone so far in a tournament. The best I gone is top 4
Yeah.
in Swedes. The Swedish nationals. It's an unofficial we have
Ah, yeah, yeah.
every
Oh.
year.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
2016, I think it was.
Okay, so
Hey.
nice way to kick off your
Yeah.
2.0.
Yeah,
Hey, welcome to 2.0. The rebels are back.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Congratulations
And
again.
well
thank you.
done.
Yeah.
Well done.
See you later.
see you at work.
Yes.
Yes.
I need
Enjoy.
to
Yeah.
get a
Free
ticket.
flights.
Yeah, free hotel.
Wow.
Hey.
Now
Okay.
I have to save some money for the wife and the children who are going along. You know.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is more expensive than one of us going
Yeah,
to once.
yeah.
Yeah, I would go like 2, so
Yeah.
that's also takes saving money. But
Yeah.
if I get a ticket, it's like no question. You go.
Yes, that is true.
Simple.
Hey, it was great to chat to you, and
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah,
congratulations
and
one more
Thank
time.
you.
Paint job.
Thank you.
Yeah.
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 You've
So-
seen this. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Once again, thank you for
Thank
the
you.
shot.
Tack.
Yeah. Thank. See you.
Okay,
Yeah.
we wrap it up.
Yeah,
The
thank you, guys.
hall is empty. Armada is still playing.
Yeah. I think Destiny might be going as well.
Yeah, but that's don't know how class is doing.
I'll go upstairs and
Yeah,
check,
we'll
but
go.
not with us. Hey, if you want to watch
Yeah.
Destiny, you can watch your own stream. Thank you, guys. Thank
Yep.
you for listening to us.
And again, thanks for the Wampas. There is Wampa.
Womp womp.
Roar! Okay.
Have a good
so,
day, guys.
have a good night and thank you for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. Jesper signed off. Ollie signed off. I'm signing off. Going to watch some football.